Hello, everybody. When we last spoke, I was on my way to go see a screening of The Wizard of Oz, and it was fantastic. It was absolutely, so fun to sit in a movie theater and see it on the big screen. Amazing. Um, but it was funny because it didn't seem like it was supposed to be a high def print, some super new sharp, and it didn't feel like that. It seemed to be like the movie as I remembered. But it was a lot of fun. I did notice a few things that I had never picked up before. Maybe it was a sharper picture. I don't know. But the Tin Man in his gloves, he on every knuckle there was a rivet, and that was really neat to kind of see for the first time. Um, But I really enjoyed the community of it. I mean, here you have people from all walks of life, all ages, to gather to see this. I mean, this film is so universal, I guess, because everyone loves it. But to sit in an audience and when the song comes up, half the audience is singing, and I actually was very good, and I wasn't, but oh, I enjoyed it so much. To hear laughter. You know, little lines and jokes where, with just a few people, you just kind of sit and fly by. But, to sit there in the audience and the whole audience, laughs at this and that. And, it's wonderful to me because you have, Burt Law, and he puts in so much of his vaudeville, shenanigans that, to have people really respond to that is really, really neat. Um, So that was fun. That was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Um, I think the next day, I went. I had never had this done before, but I went in for a waxing, and until now, all I had done was my eyebrows. No big deal. But this was just for the hell of it, and I'd always been curious to do it, so I went in, and I'm not going to go into terrible detail about my waxing, but I did love the effect. And I've had friends that, they get, with every paycheck, they get a tattoo, and I never understood, why, but I kind of understand now the addictiveness of it, because, when I left, I thought I could really get addicted to it. And the pain, the pain is bad in that moment, but it's not, it's fleeting, and the results are so wonderful, and you're all smooth and silky, and it really is a neat feeling. But but I see how something like that could be addictive, and I swear, if I had all the money in the world, I'd have it done every 3 weeks. I probably won't do it for another year, but but it was neat. It did occur to me that this is the first time in my adult life that I had been completely naked in front of a woman, and that was interesting. But but yeah, so that was something. Um, what else? I took notes. Oh, I weighed myself the other day, which I don't do regularly, and there's a figure in my head that I think I was, and I was actually 15 pounds under that. Not a good number, but but at least I wasn't what I thought I was. But then I typically do that. I with finances, even with my age. I'm 27, and in my mind I'm like 28. So that when 28 comes, it's like I'm already absorbed and it won't be a big deal. Um, not 28. Um, but if something costs, $8, I'll say, oh, that's $10, and that way I've got, extra money, and it works for me. So I probably didn't really think I was what I thought I was, but anyway, I'm rambling. Only other big news is Julie Andrews' birthday was October 1st, and I went on a 4-day eating binge, which is really bad. That it's very telling that my idea of celebrating involves gorging myself on food, which is horrible, and I need to work through that. But at least I know it, and I guess that's half the battle. But I tend to know my problems, but never do a damn thing about them. Um, but at least I'm honest with myself and I know where the problems lie, for what that's worth. Anyway, so it was Julie Andrews' birthday, 74. Can you believe it? And of course, I've seen pictures of her, and I know how old she's starting to really show. But but today I found on YouTube a trailer for her next movie, and I've been waiting to see something on this movie for the longest time, and I saw it today, and I mean, a lot of these movies she's in, she's not even in the trailer because she's just got little small voiceovers or something, but oh my god, she's in the trailer, and she's gorgeous. I mean, she looks as good as she looked 10 years ago in this movie. The movie is Tooth Fairy, and I'm not gonna I don't think it's going to be great cinema, but the trailer makes it look like it's a much better movie than the premise, just reading the premise of the movie. For anyone who doesn't know, The Rock plays a minor league NHL player who, or hockey, whatever, um, player who apparently likes to knock people's teeth out and he's just real acerbic and teaches his girlfriend's children, that there is no tooth fairy, and so he is called upon by Julie Andrews for squashing dreams, and he's forced to be a tooth fairy for 1 week, and then there's hilarity ensues. But which sounds really cheesy and okay, whatever. But the trailer makes it look like it's actually a decent film, and I'm super excited. Oh god, I'm so excited! I saw a movie post when I went and saw The Wizaerd of Oz. There was a movie poster. So January 22nd, I will be first in line. Julie looks great. Her hair's a little lighter than I think it normally is, and it's just teased a little bit. It's got a little body to it. She looks phenomenal. The makeup, the skin, she just looks great. So I'm very excited, and I guess that's all that's another thing about Julie, of course there always is. So I spent 4 days celebrating her birthday. And then last night I go to sleep and I had this really weird dream. I dreamt that I was going to the Emmys with Oprah. Really random, huh? So I'm going to the Emmys with Oprah, and we get there, and there's Julie Andrews, and then there's an empty seat. And then there's Stedman, who was already seated, and then and then me and Oprah walk in. So I see Julie Andrews, and I say, oh my god, I so want to go sit next to Julie Andrews. But Stedman, for some reason, I guess I was too much of a pussy to ask, but I got the impression that Stedman was not going to move. So Oprah and I sit down, and I kept thinking, oh, if Stedman would only move, I could sit between Oprah and Julie. Now, mind you, I'm not a huge Oprah fan. I watch her here and there, and she's fine, and I don't have any issues with Oprah. But I'm not like God over Oprah. But good lord. So weird. So I spent 4 days celebrating her birthday. In my dreams, the next day, I opened the paper, and Julie Andrews has died. And I was like, oh, but I saw her at the Emmys last night. What the heck, I woke up and I was like, as usual, I was like, God, it was a weird dream. And it really was. But that's all the news I have for now. Haven't been to the gym, haven't exercised. Been eating slightly better, but I'll eat good for 4 days and then I'll go nuts for 4 days. So but I feel like I've lost a little, but who can tell? I haven't done anything as far as Halloween yet. I need to go acquire. Well, no, that's not true. I went to one place and I looked, and none of the wigs looked like there was anything I could do with them. So I just want to shop around a little more. But I need to go and start buying stuff and putting pieces together and whatnot. But that's it. I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna go ahead and say bye, and I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take care.